Hello, everyone, and welcome to Rock Studios. I'm Stan Miller. I'm the PR and Analyst Relations Manager for Rockwell Automation in the EMEA region. And I'm joined today in the studio by Sean Mulherrin. He is the Product Manager at Eplan. Sean, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
And I'm also joined by my colleague, Tim McCain, Technology Partner Program Manager for Rockwell Automation. Tim, welcome.
Thanks for having me as well.
Guys, today we're here to talk a little bit about Eplan. So just to start us off, Sean, tell us about Eplan as a company and the offering, please.
Well, Eplan's been around since 1984, and the idea of Eplan is to help engineers, controls designers, to create their designs more efficiently and more rapidly and with less mistakes. So at the end of the day, it's really a design tool to help make engineering more efficient.
All right, great. Thanks for that level setting. So let's talk about how Eplan can positively impact ROI.
So on the level of efficient engineering, you have a certain amount of time that it takes to design your control systems, capturing the motors, capturing the controls, capturing the protection devices. Well, in that environment today, a lot of users use CAD tools. And a CAD tool is really just a capturing of graphical element with not much depth in detail and information. Eplan provides that additional depth in data. So you're not just creating a schematics, you're creating a database full of information that can be leveraged for manufacturing the control cabinets, for maintenance and installation scenarios, for the operator to visualize the data later on. So we're really kind of looking at us more as a digitalization of the control system and providing that data afterwards to optimize workflows, make manufacturing of controls cabinets faster, making troubleshooting faster, so when the machine goes down, you can find the components much quicker, and also leveraging the cloud to be able to provide more collaboration capabilities.
That's really interesting. So in what ways does the data that users can generate on the Eplan platform benefit their organizations?
Well, on the schematic side, when you connect the components together, so you have a motor, so you have to tie it to power, and then you have to tie it to controls, you have to connect the controls to a PLC, that information is visualized on the schematic. Behind that, you have the part numbers. Once you have the part numbers, then you need to leverage the physical aspects of those parts to be able to put them in the control cabinet. You need to know where do you wire your connections so that you can optimize the wire length calculation. And you also need to know how to purchase those components, generate a bill of materials, and then leverage all the I/O data for PLC programming. So the data that is found in Eplan can now be leveraged to drive additional steps in engineering. For example, with Studio 5000, we can export I/O lists so that the programmer doesn't have to go to the schematics and does a manual takeoff of all the information from a schematic perspective. He has a list of the I/Os, and he can use that list to make his design more efficient or his programming environment more efficient.
That's a great example. Question for you, Tim. Let's talk about the value of the partnership between Rockwell Automation and Eplan and what that collaboration offers customers from a business growth perspective.
Yeah, so I look at Eplan and our relationship as truly an ecosystem play. So as Sean was describing, it's about their core offerings and capabilities are around design efficiencies, reuse, and doing things right the first time in many cases. But when you look at automation and controls engineering versus electrical engineering for thinking about the power distribution and defining a circuit, you typically have different personas, right? And we're bringing different stakeholders together and enabling new forms of collaboration by integrating Eplan's offerings with various Rockwell tools. And fundamentally, that benefits everybody, whether you're the end user, you're an OEM, you're a systems integrator. The reality is, if you were to build a greenfield facility or make a major brownfield investment, there'd be different levels of scope and different level of involvement. And this type of collaboration between engineering technology and control system design tools really allows for greater flexibility and notifications to bring forward the efficiency that Sean was describing, and then also enable a digital thread but can be continually used downstream once production systems are commissioned and in operations. So from an ROI and from a business benefit perspective, it unlocks new opportunities for our entire ecosystem, as well as providing some ongoing benefits for customers. It's not just about pre-sales, it's not just about design engineering, it really is the value proposition tied to the digital thread, optimizing the use, maximizing the life of the asset, and subsequently lowering the total cost in terms of maintenance.
That's fantastic. And guys, I really appreciate you, educating us all on how Rockwell and Eplan connect and collaborate together. I think it's been a great discussion. So thank you both.
Absolutely. Our pleasure.
Thanks, Stan.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching. If you'd like to learn more about Rockwell Automation and Eplan and how we work together, how the technologies come together, please visit rockwellautomation.com for more information.